Oh, as we all know, some of you may know, I kind of like to dabble with the smelling salts occasionally.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ooh, okay, well, oh, holy bejesus. I'm on fire, Ricky Bobby. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on Above Average. If you're new to the channel, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to one of the best, if not the best, hockey channel in all of YouTube. My name is Trevor, and today we're talking about Oilers prospects, and not to sleep on these 6 Oilers prospects who I think will one day be in the NHL. It's only a matter of time. So if you're an Oilers fan, feel free to watch to the end, as you're going to want to hear this. You'll learn something for sure. I'm big on prospects, especially the Oilers prospects, and this is exciting. I'm very excited to see these guys hopefully don the orange and blue here in Edmonton within the next 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 for some of them, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe none of them will make the Oilers, but I have a hard time believing that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's first start off with your first Oilers prospect not to sleep on, and it is the newly acquired Bocek. The Oilers drafted him this year, obviously, and guys, this guy, he could very well be the real deal. In his first season with the Barrie Colts in 2021-22, he got 16 points in 61 games. This guy is a defenseman, and it's kind of crazy to think that in 2005, that's when the players are coming. 2005, I was 7 then, and man, this guy just got drafted to the NHL. That's kind of crazy. But in his second season with the Barrie Colts, 66 games played, 47 points. Are you kidding me? That's great progression. Obviously, that's everything you want to see. 11 goals, 36 assists. This guy's NHL comparison is apparently Cale Makar. Do I think he's Cale Makar? No, but one thing I do know for sure is he was a quarterback on the power play, which is great. That's what you want to see. He's got great numbers, man, and he's got a really good shot. He's a puck on the net kind of guy. From the highlights I've seen, and you'll see it in the highlights that I'm able to show you right now. This guy, he could very well be a real deal, and what a name, Bocek. Yeah, I definitely think this guy's gonna crack the Oilers roster. Definitely not for a few years down the road, but I'm really excited to see what he's able to do, and maybe 2 years. This is going to be his 3rd year in Barrie, so he very well could be a point per game player, and if he's not, I'd say that's a little bit of a disappointment of a season. So remember the name, Oilers fans, Bocek. This guy is going to be an Oiler one day. It's only a matter of time, and I honestly think his skating's pretty good. He's got a good hockey IQ and great shot. He's a real shifty skater on the blue line. He's able to that's where he gets his comparisons from Cale Makar. He does that shimmy shake on the blue line, and he fakes a lot of the opposition. So it's cool to see. Bocek, remember the name. He's going to be a stud one day. Next up, we've got Tyler Tulio. This guy, talk about studs. I'm really big on Tyler Tulio. His progression from, the OHL to AHL was way better than I thought it was going to be. In his 63 games played in his first year with the Bakersfield Condors, he was able to notch 26 points, 13 goals, 13 assists as a rookie. Not bad at all, considering the fact that there's people saying, is he even going to get 10 points? This guy is actually, that's really impressive. Just from watching the Oilers development camps throughout the last 2 years, since he was drafted way back in 2020. By the way, he's a right shot and 126 overall, so not bad. But yeah, in his first year, man, and just from all the footage I've seen, he stands out. He's feisty, which I like. Everything you kind of want in a player. So this guy, he's captain material. In his last year with the Oshawa Generals, he was the captain, and that's obviously, you love to see it. But man, his progression is it's really good. I wouldn't be he could very well be a point per game player next year for Bakersfield. I don't think he's going to be in the Oilers lineup. I mean, maybe at the very end of the season, just to see where he matches, where he ranks up with some of the other the NHL players. If the Oilers are in a comfortable spot, yeah, you could very well see him being in the Oilers lineup, but I wouldn't count on it, that's for sure. But it's definitely encouraging to see, and I definitely think this guy is going to be a bottom 6 forward for the Oilers. Not this year, but maybe the next year after that. So that's exciting, and I cannot wait for that. Up next, we've got Carter Savoy. this guy, Sherwood Park native. This is pretty sweet. He's from, he played for the Sherwood Park Crusaders in the AJHL, where he was able to rack up 53 goals and 40 assists, or in 54 games played. So he almost scored a goal every single game he played that year, which is kind of crazy. He went to the University of Denver in his first season, 24 games played. He got 13 goals, 7 assists, and 20 points in total. The one thing about this guy, it's his shot for sure. This guy's got a heavy shot. Like I'm big on Carter Savoy. This guy's a stud. I love the name. And I was watching all the highlights for the University of Denver that year, and he's just, his shot, it's like, it's on and off his stick. It's super encouraging to see. I think this guy could very well be an Oiler, and I'm thinking potential for this guy, top 6. Bakersfield Condors, however, this is where it's interesting. I thought he was way above Tyler Tulio. I thought like he was going to be a lot better, and it is very interesting. His 44 games played last year, he got 8 goals, 3 assists, good enough for 11 points. So Tulio's like actually way ahead of Carter Savoy, and that is very surprising. So it just goes to show some players, they just have a little bit more difficulty, taking that next step. One thing, you definitely should consider for sure, this guy has definitely got some injuries. He's dealt with his whole career, which kind of sucks. Played 44 games last year. He was injured. He's had wrist injuries, something with his shoulder as well, which isn't very fun, and that's definitely hindered his progression. Yeah, he's taken a step back as far as that. So this year, what do I expect? Here's hoping he can just have a healthy year. But I think the ceiling is, man, it's his shot, man. It's lethal. You don't put up 53 goals and 54 games played with a lazy shot. He's got it's a heavy shot, and it's NHL ready for sure. He has a great shot. He doesn't really have great skating, and that'll kind of that's where definitely what he has to work on. So Carter Savoy, 100th overall in the 2020 NHL draft, round 4. Shoots left. This guy, he's still young though, 21 years old, so time will tell. Here's hoping he has a great year down in Bakersfield, and kind of like Tyler Tulio, we'll see here where he is at the end of the year, and we'll see where the Oilers are. Maybe he cracks the lineup near the end of the season just to see where he matches with the pros, and we'll go from there. So that's Carter Savoy. Next up, Matvei Petrov. Okay, this guy is kind of they're saying the diamond in the rough. He could very well be, like I don't want to say it, but the fact that we drafted him round 6, 180th overall in the 2021 NHL entry draft, the numbers that he's put up are really, really encouraging. In his first season with the North Bay Battalion in the OHL, 63 games played, 90 points. He scored 40 goals, 50 assists. Okay, that's exactly what you want to see. That's amazing. Somehow we got him 180th overall. Kind of crazy. But the thing where kind of concerning is the next season, you're expecting a big season out of him. He played 2 more games, and in those 2 more games, he only put up 3 more points. So his progression is kind of like this. He had a monster rookie season, and then he didn't really get it, maybe the rookie season was a little bit of a fluke, and the second season is that's right where he is. So it's going to be interesting to see what this guy brings. For the scouting report on him, he sees the game very well. He's pretty smart. He's got a really good hockey IQ. Great shot, but he wants to be more of a playmaker, and that's what he's building on. He's being, he wants to be more of a complete player. So it's great to see that he can put up 40, but this year he got 66 assists, and which is an increase to his last year with 50 assists. So that's nice, but he dipped down with goals in his first year, 40 goals, and then his second year, 27 goals. So that's kind of take what you will. It's going to be interesting, man. Matvei Petrov, one thing I know for sure, pretty cool name. He shoots right, which is, something I think the Oilers need more of. And he's got some good size on him as well. Almost 200 pounds, coming in at 6'2". So this guy, it's going to be his first full year. Well, it's going to be his first year in Bakersfield. So I can't wait to see what he brings there. If he plays a full season, I think he's going to be right around 30 points. I don't think he's going to be a point per game player, but I think he's going to be maybe just shy of 40. So Matvei Petrov. The Oilers really could have a stud in this guy, and I can't wait to see what he does this next season. He's going to be a player you should definitely watch, Oilers fans. Just keep an eye out for him for sure. Next up, we have Raphael Lavoie. Okay, this guy has been a project, but we're near the lights at the end of the tunnel. I think so. I think this guy is finally going to crack the Oilers lineup this year, and I'm pumped. I really cannot wait to see what Raphael Lavoie is going to bring this season for the Edmonton Oilers. I think he cracks the lineup right from the get-go. Round 2, drafted round 2, 38th overall in the 2019 NHL entry draft. This guy's got some size to him, 6'4", and he's just under 200 pounds. He's physical too, man. He doesn't get pushed around much, and that's kind of what I like about him. He doesn't shy away from any fighting on the ice, which is sweet. He's got a great shot. He's got that's mainly his bread and butter, is his shot for sure. Watching the highlights last year, he got a 4-goal game, which is the first 4-goal game. Oh, what was it? I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be wrong and look like a goofball. But one thing I really like about Raphael Lavoie, every single goal I watched of his last year, right place, right time. And that goes so well in the NHL. My worry is I don't think he's going to get any points, anything like that, playing in the bottom 6. I don't, but that's where, Connor McDavid and Draisaitl comes in, and I don't really think you want to put him over, a Zach Hyman, over, a Connor Brown. So that's the only annoying thing. Maybe, they put Nugent Hopkins down on the third line. They try that and they say, hey, Holloway, you're going to be on the left wing. Raphael Lavoie, you can go right. And we'll see what, happens there. The one thing is, though, he is a center. So if he is on the third line center, playing with, who knows, Dylan Holloway and Warren Foegele, that could very well happen, right? He's decent at skating, but man, his size and right place at the right time. He's got a heavy shot. His one-timer is lethal. So that's why I kind of wouldn't mind seeing him, playing with Connor McDavid. He's at the right shot at the right time. Playing with the best player in the world, as long as he can just put it in the back of the net, that's gonna pay dividends for him. So Raphael Lavoie, you're hearing it now. If he doesn't start the season, he's definitely gonna get some time this year in the NHL, and I cannot wait to see what he does. Okay, and last but not least, the Oilers prospect I am most looking forward to seeing this year, Xavier Borgo. And maybe I should clarify that, not see this year. Who knows, he may not make the Oilers lineup, and if he does, great. If not, whatever. This guy has, out of all the players that I listed, his hockey IQ is just heads and shoulders above anyone that I said before. You just look at the guy, he looks smart. He's a first round draft pick as well, drafted 22nd overall. The Oilers have had pretty decent luck drafting at the 22nd spot in over the last few years. Obviously Yamamoto, who's he made the NHL, which is good, and then Jordan Eberle as well. But yeah, 2021 NHL entry draft. This guy is still pretty young, but I mean, in the QMJHL with the Shawinigan Cataracts, he was putting up pretty good numbers, pretty promising numbers his last season. 43 games played and 75 points. So yeah, that's monster. That's huge. Not the biggest guy, but he's quite the playmaker. He's shifty. He's got really good hands and a really good shot as well. This guy is definitely going to be, I think, potential for him. Could very well be a top 6 forward for the Oilers, or just in NHL in general. That's where his potential I could see, him being in the future. So that is great. In his first season with the Bakersfield Condors, 62 games played, 13 goals, 21 assists, good enough for 34 points. Xavier Borgo, I don't think he makes the team this year. I don't really want to rush him either, but this guy very well could be the real deal, and I see him being a top 6 forward for the Oilers, hopefully for many years to come. So, did you learn something? Oilers fans, are you pumped about any of these players? Definitely drop a comment down below. I read every single one. I'd love to hear what you have to say. We are so close, guys. We're on the road to 3K subs. If you can smash that subscribe button, that'd be dope. We're 50 away from 3,000. That'd be great. 3,000 subs. Guys, let's continue to crush it. The support has been amazing. So thank you so much for everything, guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Drop a comment down below, leave a like. It's the best way of showing your support, and subscribe. We're almost at 3,000, baby. Don't be average when you can be above average, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.